A few days ago this arrived from UPS. What was it? I don't know. I'd ordered something months and months ago. LDRC are known for their 1/16 scale drift cars. A few months ago it started to crop up that they were going to produce a 1/28 scale car. So I ordered it. Took ages. Really took a long time to come. Got sent back to China. Came back from China to UPS. Here we are. This is what you get in the box. LDRC 1/28 scale. Don't think it's drift. This is the box. There's going to be a few others. So we've got the Golf, I think. Or, I probably shouldn't say that. V something. Looks like we're going to have some form of rally car. I would say that's a Lancia and a Toyota AE86, I would think. Not a lot to the box, got to say. There's the colour that I ordered. On the top, 4-wheel drive, 1/28 scale. Lights, multi-directional, let's hope so. 4-gram servo, 4.3-gram servo. Throttle, rubber tyres. Doesn't sound like it's going to be a drift car. 4.4 gigahertz remote control, which everything has these days. What's on the back of the box? Not a lot. Safety. Always got to be careful of these things. Battery charging instructions. Controller. Let's have a look on what we get on the controller. So steering, fine tuning. So that's your tracking, basically, isn't it? That's your fine adjustment. Steering wheel, left and right. Forward throttle trigger and reverse. One-handed assist handle and on and off. So it doesn't look like it's got a gyro. Not a good thing if you're trying to drift, but then it is 4-wheel drive. So you can do some Gymkhana style drifting. Remote control, battery in, like to put a 3.7 volt in it. And then the charging method for the battery itself. It's got a nice little window. So let's get that around. Let's get that out of the way. So it's got a little window, see if we can open that. Ooh, there's the car. Looks quite cool. So this is a full live unboxing. I haven't opened it myself. You see the tape's still all sealed on it. So let's get it out. I know the drift cars. I bought one for my cousin actually a few months ago and didn't review it. Really good little things if you're learning to drift on a bit hard floor at home. The 1/16 or 1/18 scale, really good. Good value, about £40. Similarly packed actually. That's what you got. Bit of cardboard, all in Chinese. Handy. Basically the instructions that we saw in the box. I've got something. Basic instructions we saw in the box in Chinese and English. What did I drop? There's the model number, LD2801. Installation, so that's your assembly instructions for the mirrors and everything else. Little bag. So we do have some hard tyres. There's some hard tyres in there, along with a charger, mirrors, screwdriver, charger for the battery. It's going to be difficult to get the car out, and no doubt live on camera. So we've got a very securely tied down radio. Relatively cheap. What would you expect? I mean, this costs £20 sterling, UK, so about $25, and that included shipping into the UK. We've got some little tabs. Hopefully you'll be able to pull out, or maybe not. You can tell I haven't tried this before. video in it. Let's see if we can pull it a little bit. They definitely unlock. Give me 2 minutes and I'll come back to you.
A few moments later.
So here it is out the box. V something I would say that is based on. Nice body shell, really nice body shell. Look nice with all the bits on. A little bit dirty out the box. You can see the windows aren't very clear. If you're getting it out of the box and you get one for Christmas or over the new year, the screws, they are screws. The little plastic clips are actually screws, not cam locks. It's not like you turn it halfway then you can pull it off the box. They actually unscrew of that. Suspension, it's quite heavy actually, quite a heavy thing. Suspension, there isn't any. So as we can tell from that, it's not going to be any off-roading, and drifting is going to be difficult because you can't adjust any of the suspension by the looks of that. Let's have a look in there so we can see anything. Doesn't look like it. Battery, little battery tray. I've actually taken the screw out just to make it easier for this. And as on the bigger cars, the bigger LDRCs, you can take the screw out and it will hold itself in quite nicely without the screw in it. I think we can call that a single cell. 3.7 volts apparently, single cell. Interesting. No LiPo in this one, I don't think. So that goes in there, got a little plug in it. So let's go away, let's pull the bits on, and might have a take of the body, might take the top off just to see what we've got inside, and let's come back in a little while. So back a bit earlier than anticipated. I haven't put any of the bits on yet, but I thought we'd have a look at taking the body off because it looks relatively easy. So there's a screw underneath, which we just unscrew that. I don't think we're going to be able to see much underneath the body shell. Then it's a little bit like a Mini Z, to be honest. Apart from it hasn't got the side clips. There's no side clips there, but it's got a clip at the front. So what we do is if you hold there's 2 tabs just there. If you pull those towards the front of the car and lift, it's a little bit tight, which is a good thing. This is the big reveal because I haven't seen this. I got to this point, I had a little go and got to that point. This is the big reveal of what's underneath. It's got a little front clip. So it looks, it's got a driver's seat in it, it's impressive. It looks a little bit Mini Z underneath, concept wise. Not a lot under there. We've got a little, there's a motor, little standard motor that you get in these size of things. Servo wire by looks of that, three wire servo wire. Does that mean it's got a 3-wire servo? And it's got a little board and it has actually got a spare plug. So if this doesn't have a gyro, is that to plug a gyro into it at a later date? We shall see. Cabling for the wire, cabling off of the, it must be a combined ESC receiver. For the lights, so this has got to be for something else, some other, maybe some add-on on the other cars. If it's the Toyota AE86, it might have pop-up lights, so that might actually be for pop-up lights on that car, or some other add-ons. Other than that, not a lot to see, I would say. So you got I would say the servo's buried a little bit. Sorry about the lighting. Servo's buried under there. It's there on a little, not much steering lock, but you never will have on a 4-wheel drive car. Can't really say whether, oh, there's the drive shaft goes in along this line from the back gearbox, if we can call it a gearbox, because there's no diff. It's just fixed. So we put it back together, get a battery on charge, come back and have a go. So I've come back a little bit early, here she is, all the bits on. It's even got like little stickers, and you put mirrors in. Yeah, so I've come back early. You might think, well, where's the running videos? Where's the running video? Well, basically, it's not very good. So just to go through a couple of things. Battery, we've sort of shown, but you charge it up, takes about 25 minutes, half an hour, goes in there. Do that through the camera lens and not through the eyes. Controller, standard controller. Just I've taken the screw out again, because again with LDRC stuff, it doesn't need the screw. You can take the screw out. Just put your batteries in the bottom, turn it on, and it binds straight away. It's got proportional steering. I'll take that way so it focuses. Proportional steering. Change the wheels for the drift wheels. I prefer the white ones, to be honest, but yeah, I didn't try it. So the front lights work, no rear lights. It's a proportional throttle and reverse, so just forward and reverse. But it's just a bit disappointing, you know, after having driven the 1/18 scale LDRCs, which are fairly good, to be honest. They're not a bespoke drift car in any sense or form, drift chassis, but they are good for a learner or a beginner into the hobby. And the 1/28 hobbies, especially drift, is growing week on week, month on month. It's huge in comparison to when I started doing it 3 or 4 years ago. So people are looking for cheap alternatives, because my drift cars, probably with all the upgrades on, are between $500 to $1,000 each, 1/28 scale. And I've seen this car on a couple of videos, or the shell of this car on a couple of videos, looking amazing. And I'm here to tell you that it's not. It's very hard to drift. It understeers. It's not got enough power really, so it understeers instead of the rear coming round. And obviously you're doing power slides rather than a proper full-on drift. I will show you some footage at the end of the video of what it's like. I'm disappointed. I really am disappointed. I don't know who it's aimed at. I really don't know who it's aimed at. Children maybe, for a bit of fun over Christmas. But if you're looking at getting into the 1/28 scale drift hobby, don't buy this. Do not buy this. Buy it for your son, your daughter, so they can have a bit of fun in the kitchen. But it's not a serious piece of kit at all. I am really disappointed, because maybe if they charged $50, $60 and put some proper electronics in it, a bit of suspension, and made it more like a scaled down version of their 1/18 scale drifts, it'd be a really good little thing to have. But this, probably, I'll give it to my nephew after Christmas. For those of you, have a very good Christmas and a very happy New Year. See you soon.